Welcome, Transformer fans. My name is Composite Enerjoe, and today we have a fairly unique review. And I say unique because this figure, up until doing research, and it took me a while to find out what this is called, like what line this is even from, and that's this figure. So as you can see, this is a Shockwave. However, this is a Shockwave that for the longest time, this and his other sort of line mates have been Walgreens exclusives. Like I've only ever seen these in Walgreens, and I looked into it, and it turns out they were Walgreens exclusives for a while. For a while, at least in my area, they were. So, yeah. So this is called the Transformers Generations Cyber Battalion Shockwave. That's what this is. Apparently, Generations had something called the Cyber line, just Cyber, from like 2015 to 2021. And they had like a bunch of different, well, not too many, they had a few figures that apparently all, I think with like some exceptions, all ended up just becoming Walgreens exclusives when they were reissued. And that's where I've only ever seen them. And Shockwave is one of them. And Battalion is the size class. So he's roughly on the larger side of a Voyager. So he's a Voyager class. He's basically he's a Voyager sized figure on like the spectrum of slightly bigger. And yeah, here he is in his spaceship mode, his Cybertronian spaceship, with an actual functioning landing gear, which is cool. And yeah, it's pretty neat. I did not get this guy at Walgreens, but I remember seeing him in Walgreens alongside Jetfire, I think. I remember seeing them. I've always been curious as to what these figures were because I didn't know. I think at first I thought they were knockoffs, but it turns out these are legitimate figures. These are licensed and everything, and they were just a random subline that wasn't, I guess, that well known. But now you know, it's the Cyber Battalion class, essentially Shockwave. So yeah, he's just a fairly large Voyager. And yeah, pretty cool vehicle mode. Not a fan of the robot arms just sticking out there, but pretty cool. And yeah, in terms of complexity, he's basically an upscaled Legends class figure. Like, he's fairly simple. I'm just going to do the transformation right now. So yeah, just fold in the wings. You can kind of see it. But let's get the legs out of the way. Fold that down. Separate here. Fold this in. Come on. Hold on. Ouch. You gotta fold out the feet, like so. I think this one's a little easier. There we go. This one was kind of stuck. Rotate forward. There we have his legs. Flip this up. Oh, hold on. Flip up the head. Flip back the chest. Rotate the head. Bring down the arms. Disconnect from the back. So disconnect. Bring out. Flip out his arm cannon. And double check. And there we have Shockwave. And like I said, he's a tall figure. Oh, and also flip out his regular hand. So here we have Shockwave in his robot mode. And he looks pretty cool. Design-wise, I think it's based off of his Cyberverse design, I believe. Because a lot of these like evergreen lines are like that. They're like based off of like the more toyetic Cyberverse design. So yeah, he looks really cool. I'll give it that. Like, he does look really nice. And he's also really big, which is very interesting. Oh, and I almost forgot to say, yeah, I didn't find this guy at Walgreens. I would see him all the time, but I did not get this figure. I actually found him thrifting. So yeah, I just found them randomly, and I'm like, huh, this looks like I remember this thing. So I'm like, so this is what it looks like, and it's actually pretty cool. Lift up the camera a little bit more, and yeah. So yeah, I guess articulation, it's not that much, but it's something. So head goes left and right. Arms can go out, all around, kind of. They can kind of go all around, in and out. Elbow, and that's it. Same thing with this hand. Legs can go out, forward that much, back, and a swivel there, as well as some up and down on the foot, and that's it. He has no knees and no waist, and no swivel on the arms. The articulation is a bit limited and a bit strange, to be honest. But yeah, it's like the majority of his articulation is based off of his transformation. With some things, like it would have been nice if he had a little bit more articulation, but he makes up for lack of articulation in size. So yeah, here comes Ratchet. For size comparisons, here's Ratchet, Cliff Jumper, and Primal. As you can see, he is fairly big. I'd say he's honestly closer to leader class size, almost like on the smaller end of leader class. He's either a large Voyager or a small leader. So, yeah, I guess pick and choose. But yeah. So yeah, this is just, well, now you know. The Cyber series, if you always wondered what the, like, if you always ever seen these figures in Walgreens, because they don't say Cyber, but they don't say anything. I think maybe they said Battalion on the side, but I don't remember. But it's like, yeah, if you've always wondered what these Walgreens figures were, yes, they are legit. They're not knockoffs. They are licensed. They're legit. It was just a random subline that they had. And they're honestly fairly cool. I like how big they are. I think that's why you get them. They're just oversized Legends figures, which is really cool. So yeah. Overall, not bad. I would have liked a little more articulation, but for what it is, it's not bad. Again, it makes up for it in how big it is and its size. So yeah, overall, pretty cool figure. I have no other Cyber Battalion figures, so I have no idea if they're all like this. But Shockwave here is actually pretty neat. That's like the best I can say is that he is neat. So yeah, this has been my review of the Transformers Generations Cyber Battalion class. Okay. Shockwave. This is Composite Enerjoe signing off. Peace out and be safe.